Griselbrand, still a great demon. Hello my friends, it's Johnaroth, and today I thought I would go back and play with a commander that I didn't actually touch when it first came out. Today we play with Slimefoot and Squee. Slimefoot and Squee is 1 black, 1 red, 1 green for a 3/3, and whenever Slimefoot and Squee enters or attacks, you create a 1/1 green sapling creature. And then for 1 black, red, and green, you sacrifice a sapling, you return this card and up to 1 other target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. And you can activate this only as a sorcery. So basically, Slimefoot is a card where you want your commander to die. You want him to die to be in a graveyard and then use one of the sapling tokens you've created to bring him back, as well as another creature. So what kinds of creatures do we want to bring back? Well, you could bring back Grief, which allows you to look at your opponent's hand and take away cards. You can bring back Pyrogoyf, which allows you to blast something on the battlefield, very, very strong. But then we also have some super strong top-end cards that you can bring back that are if they're in the graveyard, such as Bahamut, Griselbrand, the Hoarding Broodlord, Arden, all these huge creatures that you can actually bring out pretty quickly and easily as long as you can get them into the graveyard. The rest of the deck is kind of a really just good shell as far as having lots of ramp cards like Birds of Paradise, Delighted Halfling, those types of things. We also have some cards that help us keep from getting countered, like that Delighted Halfling, Rhythm of the Wild. And then finally, some other cards to help bring things back from the dead, such as Necromancy, Death, or Reanimate, wherever that card is. There it is. So let us take Slimefoot and Squee into the queue and see if we can raise the dead for victory. Let's go! Okay, our very first game is against Tatiova. And they have an exploration. Not exactly a fair matchup, but okay. Do we get out an Elvish Mystic? No, I don't think we do. I'm going to go for the card draw. Go ahead and cast the Library of Alexandria here. Then let's put down a command tower. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's get out an Elvish Mystic here. And let's go ahead and draw another card. We're going to end the turn. We're going to discard Griselbrand. I think we've got a pretty decent setup here. Okay, our opponent has a Talisman of Curiosity and a Lotus Cobra. Let's first cast Grief to look at our opponent's hand, and I'm going to get rid of the Troll of Khazad-dûm here. I probably should have activated the Library of Alexandria first. Okay. Tail's End really doesn't impact us right now. Let's drop the other land that we have here. Let's go ahead and use the Flare and sacrifice the Grief to kill off the Lotus Cobra. And now let's bring out our other commander, Griselbrand here. I'm going to go ahead and put down a Cavern of Souls, and we're going to say Fungus. Let's go ahead and get out Grist. Let's draw 7 more cards here. And let's cast Flare of Cultivation. We will sacrifice, I say the Elvish Mystic. Get a swamp and a mountain. Let's put the swamp onto the battlefield. Let's end the turn. We have to discard 2 cards. Let's get the Pyrogoyf and the Vastwood Verge here. Okay, our opponent is going to get out Tatiova. He only has 1 card left. But yeah, it is way over here. Whew. Tatiova is no joke of a commander, but what we're going to do on our turn is swing in, and then we're going to kill off Tatiova with our Accursed Marauder. Maybe even reanimate, get out Slimefoot and Squee, and then reanimate Grist. Anything like that, but it's such an over battle already. Gristlebrand, still a great demon. Good game. Okay, our next game is against Flage. This hand is all black cards and green and red mana. No good there. This hand is not bad. I think we're gonna go ahead and try this. Flage is a white and red commander. Basically, do lots of cards to put in the graveyard, do lots of damage. This is going to be probably a pretty aggressive deck, if I'm being honest with you. Let's go ahead and get out the Ignoble Hierarch here. Maybe we can get out a turn 2 Slimefoot and Squee, which would be great. Is our opponent going to kill off? Yep, he sure is. He's going to kill off the Hierarch here. Okay. What do we do? I want a Blood Crypt. I think we want to cast Entomb. Okay, we're gonna have to consider this carefully, but we're not gonna do anything on this turn. We're gonna do it when our opponent's done with their turn. Do we want to Entomb? Get a card into the graveyard? If so, what do we want? Gristlebrand, maybe? Okay. Yeah, let's cast Vampiric Tutor here. And... I think we want Gristlebrand. It will be hard for our opponent to deal with Gristlebrand. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's cast Faithless Looting first. Drew some more cards. We're going to discard 2 cards. What do we want to discard? We're definitely discarding Gristlebrand, right? I guess the Brotherhood's End? Okay, our opponent has a Felia. I don't want Felia on the battlefield. Let's go ahead and get a swamp, and let's go ahead and kill off Felia here. before he has like a protection spell or something like that. Opponent has a Sanguine Evangelist. Do we just kill off the... No, I think we get out our commander here. What we can do on our turn... Let's see if our opponent's going to kill off... See what our opponent does here. Okay, our opponent's going to... Any target? He's going to kill off Slimefoot? Okay. I assume he has another land that he hasn't played yet? No? Okay, no blocks. Kind of got beat up there, but that's okay. Okay, let's put down a land. Let's get out Slimefoot and Squee here. Let's bring back Gristlebrand. I'm gonna end the turn here. Yeah, I think we've got our opponent on the ropes too much. Gristlebrand is just going to gain us 2 life. I wonder if our opponent maybe didn't know how our commander worked. Maybe he's never fought Slimefoot and Squee before because he killed off our commander. I probably would have killed off... I mean, I assumed he would have had a way to get rid of the token as well. But on our turn, what we would have done, swung and gained a bunch of life. Then we would have drawn a ton of cards. Probably would have gotten some removal. We also have a Planeswalker in our hand that can remove the Evangelist if we so desire. But it is way, way over. Good second game. I'm going to try. Tamiyo is a garbage mono blue card. You can play green though to ramp as well, but basically this is going to be all counter spells, time spells. We do get to go first, so I guess that's something. Come on, opponent. Opponent, you're playing with one of the most broken commanders out there. This should be a no-brainer. Shouldn't really be that hard. Just trying to decide what counter spell you want. I mean, it's not that deep. While we're waiting for our opponent to figure out their mind on this, Tamiyo is a 1 mana for a 0/3 flying who can create clues, and if you draw 3 cards in your turn, becomes a very powerful planeswalker. Very broken card. I know this card's expensive in paper. Opponent has mulliganed several times. I mean, their deck really is very cookie cutter, I'm sure. Don't know why it's taking so long them to figure this out. Okay, let's go ahead and get out the Prismatic Vista here. Gonna go for a swamp. Let's cast Nethergoyf. I really don't know why it took our opponent so long to figure this out. Their deck's not that complicated. Forgive me. I'm not a fan of this type of play or commander at all.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's go ahead and cast the Accursed Marauder here. Kill off Tameo. Maybe we can just beat our opponent to death with the Nethergoyf. Who knows? I'm hoping we draw land. We did not. Let's go ahead and swing in with another Nethergoyf. Then we're going to cast Ripples of Undeath. Yeah, I'm. Forgive me. I really hate Tameo. Good game. Next opponent is Atraxa, Praetor's Voice. This hand is okay. I'm going to go ahead and try it. The Cavern of Souls allows us to get around the counter spells. This is either going to be one of two types of decks. It's either going to be a Planeswalker build or a Emperor Bone. Yeah, probably not. Poison build. Sometimes they'll build poison builds because Atraxa is a 4/4 that proliferates every turn. Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink. I actually did a video about Atraxa a while back if you're interested. Really good card. Opponent goes for a blue mana. Blue and white. Okay, our opponent is going to make sure we can't cast any spells this turn. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I could have cast the Ripples of Undeath, but that's basically it. Okay, let's go ahead and get out our Cavern of Souls. This may throw our opponent's plan off. We're going to say Fungus, and we're going to cast Slimefoot and Squee. Opponent can't counter our commander. He could have like a Swords to Plowshares or something. Doesn't look like it. Okay, first let's swing in with Slimefoot and Squee and our token here. Our opponent probably does have some sort of like counter spell. Is this an instant? It's a sorcery. Let's go ahead and put down a Raucous Theater. We really don't need any more lands here. Let's go ahead and cast Ripples of Undeath. He may have a counter spell for that. Okay, he's got a Remand. He's gonna put it back into our hand. Perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and cast Flare of Cult. Well, no, we don't want to do that yet. It's not tokens. So he may have a board wipe here as well. That's possible. Maybe we just beat our opponent to death. I don't know. I don't know what our opponent's doing, quite honestly. Okay, first things first, let's swing in. Let's put down a land here. I'm just going to go ahead and, well, let's class Flare of Cultivation, just normal. If he counters this when we put down the Ripple. It's up to our opponent here. Okay, so he's going to mana leak it. Okay, let's cast Ripples of Undeath here. Does he have another counter spell? You gotta love mono blue decks with a multicolor commander. Take another turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing in with everything. We have our opponent down to 6. Let's just wait. Opponent's down to 5. I wonder what our opponent's going to do. I mean, he's probably got a board wipe. I'm assuming that's what he's going to do here. I wonder if there's a way we can kill our opponent. In one turn. Okay, our opponent's going to cycle. Sure. Opponent's going to get out a Traxa. Anything else? Let's go ahead and cast Vampiric Tutor here. What do we want? Flare of Malice, maybe? Grief? I think we want Grief. Because we can take a look at our opponent's hand. Yeah, I think that's the way to go here. Let's go ahead and cast Grief. We're going to drop the Hoarding Broodlord here. Or maybe we want to drop the Binding. Let's drop the Binding. Let's take a look at our opponent's hand. Counterspell, Mana Sculpt. So he has 2 counterspells here. But he can't cast both. Let's take the Mana Sculpt away. We could get out the Hoarding Broodlord. Let's go ahead and cast Molten Collapse here on Atraxa. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing in with everything. Okay. We are going to decline. I'm putting Slimefoot and Squee back in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and kill off Atraxa. Do we have something that we could... How much mana would it cost? Spells you cast from exile have Convoke. Okay. We want to search for a card here. Let's go ahead and get out the Hoarding Broodlord. And what's a card we want? Non-token black creature. Let's go for Bone Shards here. And let's go ahead and discard a card to kill off Atraxa. We'll get rid of the Delighted Halfling. We're going to swing in swing in with the tokens here, down to 3. Unless he has a board. Okay, he does not have a board wipe, so what do we have in the graveyard? I mean, I can just attack in and win, right? Yeah. He'll gain 4 life. Well, let's swing in. He's up to 2. I'll give our opponent kudos for actually playing the game. Let's go ahead and get the Hulking Broodlord back. Sacrifice a token. Okay, and yeah, the game is far over at this point. That was a really good game, though, against a very strong commander. Keeping our opponent on edge with the tokens and continually attacking in each turn just proved to be too aggressive, but Atraxa is no joke. Good game. Thank you, my friends, for watching another one of my videos. This one featuring Slimefoot and Squee. Slimefoot and Squee is a very strong commander. I probably would put the power level of this card at probably a high B to low A, simply for the fact that you have a commander that you want to die, and your opponent either has to deal with Slimefoot continually attacking or things like that, or worrying about how he's going to get sacrificed, or suffer the consequences of having Slimefoot come back and then bring back something that's even stronger than him from the graveyard. So super strong commander. I was paired against a variety of different decks with this, which is kind of surprising to me. I thought I'd be paired against more of the S tier decks, so that's a good thing. The deck list is in the description below. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to leave a comment talking about Slimefoot and Squee or another commander you'd like me to look into, or why you feel like donuts should be served for dinner. I don't really care as long as I talk to you, part of the Magic community. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.